So what I try and do is run a closed loop system. I see a lot of YouTubers, gardening YouTubers, pruning things, cutting things down, and then immediately just stuffing it all into a bag, taking it away, putting it in the brown bin, the garden waste bin. I don't know what the arrangement is in different countries, obviously. So what I try and do is use that thing to shred everything up. Well, the first thing I do is I offer to build a compost heap for the customer, and then anything extra gets dumped there. I mean, that's really good for the environment, whether you use the compost or not. It's absolute haven for wildlife and microorganisms. And then any prunings get chucked in there. It goes through the shredder and then either gets added to the compost heap, or what I did last year was I just threw it all on the forest floor. And I love this little part of the garden because it is absolutely wild, great for wildlife. And then when you come out here, there's a nice English country garden. You can have both, if your garden's big enough. So that's job number one. The camera is balanced precariously on the dashboard. Let's see if we can make it all the way to job number two, which is just down the road, which is another quick mow and strim job, hopefully. Shouldn't be too more complicated than that. Nope, that didn't work, did it? Job number two. This is the annoying bit, having to take everything out just to get one thing. If I'm working in certain areas, I have to take everything out, get the lawnmower out, put everything back in and lock the van, because otherwise it won't be there when I get back. Luckily, this isn't one of those areas, so I can just get it all out. And it could be that I select just the tools that I need for that day's work. Chances are I turn up without a hedge trimmer and someone says, "Oh, could you just trim that hedge for me while you're here?" You don't want to be going, "No, I can't do that. I didn't bring my hedge trimmer. You'll have to wait another 2 weeks." Because I've got my customers on a 2-week schedule. That's the front garden. I'm not filming the back garden because that's private. So you can mind your own business and wait for the next job. Third job of the day, just around the corner. Another quick mowing and strimming, possible bit of hedge trimming. A lot of people have range anxiety with regards to the electric stuff, ego, and again into it. What I do is I bring my charger with me, check with the customer if they've got an external socket, which I use for shredding because the Bosch shredder is a plug-in, and then you can charge as you go. So this is going to take about an hour and a half to charge. I'm only here for an hour, but that's fine. It's enough to keep me going. This is the 7.5 hour. we go. It's charging while I'm working. What I've done, I've been watching a lot of Americans and Australians doing massive great backyards, and they're doing it for free in abandoned properties. That's not what I'm doing here. This is a paying customer. So what I've done there is I've mowed a headland. You can see I've mowed up and then come back down, left me enough room to turn round. Then come up here. So I started up here. I've taken the line. It should be square to the house so that when you look out the window it's straight. You can't do that from here because you've got all this nonsense going on. So I've taken the line from the hedge. I've gone straight down the hedge onto the headland, turned round, come back, and that's how you get the stripes. The stripes are usually made by the grass leaning different ways and reflecting the light different ways. That's not what's happened here. This is just tyre tracks in moss because we've got trees, we've got a hedge, we've got a magnolia here. There's not that much sun. It's about midday and it's still mostly in shade. So there's a lot of moss. So there you go. Free lawn mowing lesson. So 3 hour job, 3 1 hour jobs. I'll start that again. It's 3 1 hour jobs. I started at about I started the first job at about 9:20. It's now 10 to 1, and that includes all the travelling, all the loading and unloading, and faffing about with cameras. I'm going home now. Before I go and check on the battery that I put on charge. Here we go. Done.